Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala ali Sayyidina wa Maulana Muhammad. Dear brothers and sisters, greetings of the peace. Al-Qawa'id al-Fiqhiyya, the Islamic legal maxims. They are the well-established principles in the Islamic law, in Islamic jurisprudence. They serve as a foundation or evidence, dalil, for deriving the legal rulings on new, contemporary, unprecedented issues which we come across on our daily lives these days. So, because of the Qawaid al Fiqhiyya, there is no need for the jurist to memorize, or they can bypass memorizing the extensive fiqh treatises and texts. Imam al Qarafi radiallahu anhu yaqul, he says that al Qawaid al Fiqhiyya, it is an essential genre of Islamic legal theory that demonstrates a jurist's competence and showcases the splendid nature of al-fiqh al-Islami, Islamic jurisprudence. When it enables a jurist to comprehend the variety and the methods of the legal interpretation. How fuqaha got these maxims? They formulated the legal maxims through intensive and extensive analysis of the specific cases across the different areas of the fiqh. They gone through, they researched the intensively through various fiqh texts, then they got it, they formulated as an extract these maxims. These maxims form a comprehensive strategies and the universal principles essential for interpreting the various Islamic rulings on the contemporary issues and the modern issues. In the medical field, new issues arise regularly that require analysis through Islamic jurisprudence. In such situation, Islamic legal maxims prove to be highly beneficial for the practitioners, for the patient, for the healthcare professionals, because they guide the, the practitioners and the people in the healthcare scenario with the principles, helping them to navigate through the emerging topics without deviating from the ethical legal considerations put forth by al-fiqh al-Islami. When the legal maxims are utilized to make a legal decision, there is a problem, there is an issue, there is a case, and you are utilizing the Islamic legal maxims to solve that, then it will reveal the ethical values embedded within the Islamic legal system. So, utilizing the Islamic legal maxims will be very much highly beneficial to showcase the ethical values ingrained and imbued in Sharia al Islamiyah. These principles are crafted in a brief, concise statement, maybe 3 4 words, but very much rich and pregnant with the deep meanings and profound implications. It shed light on the overarching inclinations and the preferences of Sharia in dealing with the circumstances and the challenges. They also illustrate through the Islamic legal maxims. When you see the things, it illustrates the various aspects of the relationship, including the relationship of a person with himself, with the fellow human being, with other creatures, and importantly with the creator Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Since the primary objective of the Sharia is to achieve the benefit, jalbul maslaha, and the preventing the harm, dar'ul mafsada, legal maxims are designed to facilitate the process. What is Sharia for? Sharia for the prevention of the harm and achievement of the benefit. Islamic legal maxims are the important tools to achieve them. So we can say in a different wording, maqasid are the goals, qawaid are the tools. Maqasid are the destination, and the qawaid is the journey towards that destination. So a clear understanding of maqasid and qawaid are very crucial for the medical practitioners, Muslim medical practitioners, to facilitate them in making the decisions and progression in their profession in conformity with Sharia al-Islamiyah. One of the earliest definition about Al-Qaida al-Fiqhiyya, Islamic legal maxim, by As-Subuki, Imam As-Subuki radiallahu anhu, he says that the legal maxim is a basic rule that can be applied into many specific cases. So one maxim, that is a rule, that is a basic rule that can be applied to several multitude of issues, multitude of cases, guiding them to the Islamic ruling. We can categorize there are several thousands of maxims are there. Based on the different criteria, we can categorize them into different groups. But in this presentation, I just focus on, based on the scope of the application, we can classify Islamic legal maxims into three. The first one, five universal maxims: al qawaid, al fiqhiyya, al kubra, al khamsa. The five universal maxims. That is the top category. The second one, general maxims. Third one, we can call controllers or topical maxims. Universal maxims apply nearly all the possible fiqh cases. Universal means that is applicable to all the possible fiqh cases. Then under that the scope comes the general maxims, whereas the controllers, the third one, deal with the specific particular cases or the chapters only. In the genre of qawaid, the five universal legal maxims are highly important. The five maxims are very important because of their broad applicability and are relevance not only to particular aspect of the fiqhi discussion, rather to the daily life of a human being. They're accepted across the madahib by the scholars across different schools of Islamic law, and represent the principles of the Sharia, particularly the principle of maslaha. Which are the five major qawaid? Number one, al umuru bimaqasidiha. Matters are judged according to their intention. It underlines the importance of the niyyah, the intention, and how the rulings change according to the niyyah. The second one is certainty cannot be overruled by doubt. Al yaqeen la yuzaru bishak. It highlights the importance of the justice and the ease. If there is one certainty, one doubt, certainty will be the criteria to make the judgments and the rulings. Thirdly, hardship begets facility. Al mashaqqatu tajlibu at taysir. It address the hardship, reflecting the principle of alleviating the burdens of the people. Fourthly, harm must be eliminated. Al-dararu yuzal. It underlines the importance of safeguarding the individuals from every type of the harm: material harm, moral harm, public harm, private harm, harm to the deen, harm to the body, harm to the economy, harm to the intelligence, harm to the family, direct harm, indirect harm, all kinds of harm. People need to be protected and safeguarded. Fifthly, custom is authoritative. Al-ada muhakkama. Sharia's flexibility to adapt to the different circumstances while remaining within its prescribed limits. That is the implication of the fifth universal legal maxim. Now, there is a discussion: is a legal maxim sufficient enough to be an evidence or foundation for a juristic ruling? Is it enough? Is it reliable to make a judgment, make a ruling based on the qaida? Because of this qaida, this is hukum. There are two groups of the scholars. Some groups say it is not sufficient, it is inadequate to make a ruling based on the al-qaida al-fiqhiyya. The other groups, including Imam al-Qarafi, say qaida fiqhiyya is adequate enough to make a ruling. Based on the qaida, we can make ruling. The qaida can be a foundation. A great group of scholars favors the second opinion, supporting the legal maxims can be an evidence because they cite it is the strength of the legal maxims because they are based on Quran, based on the Sunnah, and they are very much aligned with the objectives and the public benefit of the Sharia. Thirdly, the contemporary scholars, the classical scholars, they have relied on the Islamic legal maxims, especially in addressing the contemporary modern issues. But it is not open for everyone. There are certain conditions to use the Islamic legal maxims as an evidence or the foundation of a Islamic ruling. They have to, the firstly, they must align with Quran and Sunnah, shouldn't contradict with Quran and Sunnah. Secondly, it should correspond the specific case in the question. Thirdly, it has to be used by a qualified jurist. Nevertheless, a comprehensive understanding of the Islamic legal maxims will be very much vital and crucial for a professional in the healthcare scenario to make his judgments, his decisions, his preference in conformity with the rulings of the Sharia. And also, it will be helpful for the growth of his profession and also the personal life in the light of the divine guidance. Let's explore more. See you again. Thank you very much.